everyone, and welcome to the Duplicate Success International Monday Team webinar. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2015. My name is Crystal Lopez Krebs, Executive Ruby Director in San Antonio, Texas. I have the pleasure of introducing the person who will be leading today's call. He's a very well-respected leader and mentor in this industry. You will definitely want to have your pen and paper sitting out, sitting up, paying attention and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert builds his business. He has achieved the rank of Executive Ruby Director within our company. He is the founder of Duplicate Success International. He's a powerful and respected leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my husband. Jared, are you on the line?
I am on the line. Thank you so much, Crystal, for the beautiful introduction. I really appreciate it. And thank you for helping out while my parents are in Cabo San Lucas. It's great to have you here. All right, guys, I'm very excited to talk to you tonight. We did a lot of great things this week. We have a lot of recognition to do. And for those of you who are brand new to this webinar, my name is Jared Krebs. I've been with USANA for 10 years as a client and also as an associate. The products have helped me tremendously with my health, and a lot of our team just has a great results with their USANA products. And it's been a fabulous business to work with, a company to work for over these 10 years. So this webinar is about recognition for our team and giving you some training strategies that you can build your business with successfully. So before we get into the team recognition, I want to go ahead and just remind you of our team DMO, Daily Method of Operation. If you do these things every single day, you'll be successful, and the beautiful part about the DMO is that it's easy to do. Anybody can do this. I have corporate professionals who work 70 hours a week that do their DMO every day. I have mothers raising 3 kids, very busy moms. They still find a way to do their DMO. And what is the DMO? Here it is. It's 3 things. Number 1 is to use your products every day, AM and PM. Be a product of the product. Number 2 is read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material every day, something to improve your craft. That would be the GoPro book by Eric Worre or the GoPro audio book as well. Being on this webinar tonight, that could be part of your 15 minutes of your DMO. Our best people do 1 hour of personal development every day, but 15 minutes minimum. Anything to help improve your craft. And then number 3 is to text 2 brand new people per day with a simple invite text. And just give 2 people a shot. Give people a chance. Think about what USANA did for you and how much you love the products and you love being with a team. And send 2 brand new people a text today. And I already did my DMO today, but this is what I normally send. It's a text just like this. When I thought of quality people I'd enjoy working with, I thought of you. Would you be open to hearing what I'm doing? And that text is what I send out, and people see that and they respond and they're like, okay. And then we would meet for Starbucks, etc. There's actually a process that's outlined on page 3 of the Fast Track manual that you can go and access the DMO and the scripts that you would go from after you send that initial invite text. So the DMO, that's where it's at. If you do your DMO 5 days a week, every single week, week in, week out, take even 2 days off for rest, but get at least 5 days in, you will be changing lives and you will be successful at this. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our team recognition. We have a lot of recognition to do. And Crystal, I want to ask you to unmute Joshua and Dasha Union. They are actually right here. You are the administrator. Go into audio and attendees. Go into attendees and go ahead and unmute Joshua Union. So I want to recognize Joshua and Dasha Union because they've earned over $350 each month for the last 3 months with their USANA business, and that means their products are paid for because an average 200-point auto order is around $280. So their products are being paid for, they're making profit, they're getting tax deductions, they're having fun, they're working together as a couple, and they're in Colorado, which means that they're not even in the same state as their business partners, which would be myself and Crystal, and yet they're still making it happen. So Joshua and Dasha, share with us what's working for you. What do you feel is the biggest thing for your success, and congratulations as well.
Thank you, Jared. I think the biggest thing, and as you stated in the beginning of this webinar, is doing that DMO, doing those easy things every day. You know, being a product of the product. I use my products. I take my products to work every day. I take them at night. You know, and being able to contact people and we bounce off each other and we keep each other motivated, and I think motivation is key to be able to do that DMO every single day.
Mm-hmm. Motivation.
And so products too, because we like the products and we don't want to pay for them ourselves all the time. So our motivation is to get people to sign up, so that way that kind of get taken care of as well.
Absolutely. Well, and Joshua, can you share with us, because I know you're a full-time student, how do you manage to do your DMO every day while still doing your classwork and getting everything done?
Well, I do spend a lot of time at school, so sometimes I try and talk to people in person and meet people and just form them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But being a student, a full-time student, and doing that, it's not as hard as you think, really. Like, you still have time to do stuff. If you have time to, eat lunch, you should have time to talk to somebody.
Gotcha. Yep, that's right. So you do it while you just live your normal everyday life, and it sounds like it's working really well for you.
Yep.
How does it feel to have your products paid for 3 straight months?
It's an amazing feeling.
Yes.
Well, when you got those direct deposits going in, it really makes it nice. So congratulations on having a great first start to the first 3 months of the year. We're officially through the first quarter of the year. This is the last week of the first quarter of the fiscal year, and you guys are running a business now, so you have to know every 3 months you want to review your quarter. You want to take a look back at what this first 3 months were like and then make goals for the next 3 months. So,
of course, definitely.
Any goals for the next 3 months?
To increase what we've already established and continue knocking out our DMO and growing our USANA business.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Dasha. I look forward to seeing you hopefully at an event, one of our big destination events this year. And love talking to you guys each week, and thanks for leading by example.
Thank you, Jared.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and recognize our brand new clients, and we had several this week. First one is Teresa Brown from Utah. She's a new client sponsored by Phyllis and Rick Walker, and I'm not sure if Phyllis is on the line. Crystal, can you check? Phyllis is not on the line tonight. Well, congratulations, Phyllis. You're doing an amazing job, and welcome Teresa Brown from Utah. Also want to recognize Diana Holderness and Karen Stewart. Mixer Magic and Sansei Facials. Y'all have been doing a great job holding your own mixers in your own city. Again, without really the help of your direct business partners, you're still just taking the leadership role. And so I want to unmute you. I want you guys to share what's working for you. And okay, you're unmuted. Diana and Karen, welcome to the webinar. How are you?
Great, thank you. This is Diana. Karen, she's at home, but she's listening.
Oh, okay, okay. So
Yeah.
you can represent both her and yourself, and thank you for being on the webinar. And just tell us, what are you excited about with your USANA business?
Karen and I both are really excited just to see, where this is going to take us. Karen's been doing this for 10 years or so. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. I've only been in about 6-7 weeks, and it's like every day that goes by that I study and learn more, it just really shows me what a wonderful company USANA is. With the 3 different product lines that we sell, it's easy to. I feel like it's going to be easy to sell people on it because they're products that work and they're so healthy for us. And so I think Karen and I both, we just live 6 doors down from each other, so we try to do a lot of stuff together. And we not only have fun doing it, but we're really excited to help other people and change their lives and make them healthier and happy, being able to have their own business. And we had our mixer today. There was only 2 people there today. But we're having one tomorrow, and I think we're going to have about 5 or 6 people tomorrow. And we're just going at it and having fun. And I think what we've done is we sat down together, and we have a lot of the same friends, but we also have friends that each other doesn't have. But we just sit down and we put a list of people together that we think would be fun at the party together, and then we just set up the dates. And so we're just going to hold these mixers and see how it goes.
Fantastic. Well, wow, you're holding back-to-back mixers, so that must mean that you're helping a lot of people, and I think it's a good strategy just because sometimes people can't come one day, but then they can come the next day, and I'm sure that's being fruitful for you. And what city are you in Utah?
We're in Payson. It's we're about 15 miles south of Provo, Utah. So.
15 miles south of Provo in Payson, Utah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for leading by example. You guys contribute so much to the team and to the Facebook groups, and it's great to see you succeeding and helping others.
And it's fun too, like with Joshua and Dasha. It's fun listening to them and to see what they're doing, and I think it's really great for all of us to get on the webinars. I feel like I saw all these people. I would know them, it is like a family. I think it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It's going to be so great when we're all together at like International Convention or the Las Vegas
event. I can't wait.
All of those things. So looking forward to meeting you also, because I haven't met you yet. So.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen. All
right. So now we're going to give some more recognition to some of our 2 top client enrollers in the United States. Alonda Martin has sponsored, several brand new clients, but the first one here is Alicia Perry from Texas. This is one of Alonda's childhood friends, and Alicia just started on the reset this week. Actually, she's on day 1. And then also Alonda sponsored Lucy Sanchez from Texas. And Lucy works at MAC Cosmetics, so we're building a great team with my lovely wife Crystal here. And Alonda is really is spearheading all of this, and it's great to be working with Alonda. Alonda lost 14 pounds in 14 days, and she's doing really great herself with the product. And also, I want to recognize Carmen Gutierrez, and we're going to interview both Carmen and Alonda here in a minute. But Carmen was number 5 in the United States last week, and a few of the people she enrolled are here. Paola Garcia from Texas, and this is a cool collage that Carmen made to welcome Paola to USANA. And then Miguel Paez, also brand new clients that love the Rev 3, sponsored by Carmen Gutierrez. And then also Carmen held a Sansei skincare mixer at the home of her mother and enrolled her mother and stepfather as clients, as well as Javier and Tiffany, who are going to most likely be associates in the month of April. So a lot of things happening with Carmen Gutierrez. And this is such a cool slide. I love this one right here because you got Carmen, number 5 in the United States. You got Alonda, number 16 in the United States. 2 powerful women making changes in people's lives. And Alonda's brand new. She's only been in USANA for about a week. And already she has such great results. So first I want to hear from Alonda and then from Carmen. Crystal, could you unmute Alonda, please? Alonda, welcome to the webinar. Are you there, Alonda?
I'm here. How are you?
Good. So tell us, what are you excited about with your USANA products?
Honestly, I'm excited about everything, and I'm excited about telling people about my results. It's funny because I didn't think I had such a powerful impact on people, and when they saw me like kind of shrinking smaller and smaller, they're like, oh my God, what are you doing? And so I just could not wait to tell them, the good products that I was introduced to. So that's really helped me. My own success story is honestly what has really helped me build my business and about products.
So telling
yay,
the story.
I'm excited. Telling the story works.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I tell you what, when everyone heard Alonda, did it, and Alonda lost 14 pounds in 14 days, and Alonda this and Alonda that, before we knew it, we had a whole client base that enrolled within about 2 weeks, and you got recognized on the national reports. So congratulations on your success. I know your goal is not to build a big USANA client base, but it kind of seems like it's happening.
I know.
So, and tell the team a little bit about yourself. I know you're a manager at MAC. How long have you worked with MAC? What do you like about that job?
I've worked for MAC for 9 years. I'll make my 10-year anniversary in January.
Oh.
What I love about working for MAC is just the support that you get and, helping you develop yourself. And basically I grew up in this company, and it's worked really well. And it's one thing when you really believe in your products, it makes the world of a difference. And I love working for MAC because I believe in the product, and I love the product just the same as USANA. Like, I love the products, and I believe in it. So that's what really helps me, like, honestly. And I love helping people, and that's how I've gotten Lucy. I remember I had lost kind of touch with Lucy, and I saw her. She came in the store, and I, remembered her story about how she was going to chemo, and I was like, oh my God, I got great products that would really help you. So I think that's really what I'm driving for, is just to really help people. Absolutely. Not really trying to just sell them on things. So yeah, just making a difference in their lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when your heart's in the right place, it seems like things just come together. And, well, you know what, congratulations, Alonda. And one last question for you. How have the products affected you so far, just in your energy levels, and what have you noticed as how you feel in the last, let's say, 3-4 weeks since you've been a client and now an associate?
Well, I've lost 14 pounds, so I feel a lot lighter. I actually went for a run today, and I actually ran the whole 2 miles, which has never happened before.
You ran 2 miles?
On a hiking, 2 miles on a hiking trail. So some deer shot across me, but that was fine. I just kept on going. So
wow.
that was really cool. I've noticed my energy level has really skyrocketed. Before USANA, I used to drink Red Bull like nobody's business. And Crystal actually used to get upset with me at work. She's like, you don't need those products. You don't need Red Bull. And, now with USANA, actually, I don't even need Red Bull. Like, when somebody offered me a Red Bull the other day, I turned it down. I was like, no, I'm good. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, I don't need it. I'm fine.
Wow.
So, the products have really, really helped with my energy levels. So, yeah, I love it.
Well, isn't that awesome that you don't have to have Red Bulls anymore because you just have natural energy?
Yeah, and I don't have to get Crystal's dirty looks anymore, so that's also a plus.
And you don't have to get Crystal's dirty looks. That's so funny. She's
no.
laughing. She's laughing right over here. Well, and, think about the long term. I mean, if you drink Red Bulls for the next 20 or 30 years, what would that do to you,
Yeah, it wouldn't be too good. So I'm glad USANA came into my life when it did.
That's right. Well, congratulations, Alonda, and looking forward to working with you more in building more clients and helping more people.
Yeah, thank you, Jared, for all your support.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so now let's go to Carmen Gutierrez, number 5 in the United States. Hold on, we have some feedback. You need to mute yourself? There you go. Okay. Carmen Gutierrez, number 5 in the United States. What? You did an amazing job.
Hello, Jared.
Hello, hello.
Hello, thank you, Jared.
This is a big deal. To be this high in the United States market for any week is a great accomplishment. You've enrolled so many clients. So tell us, what are you excited about with your USANA business?
I'm excited about the success stories of my clients, especially one that I learned, just a couple of days ago, and that made me extremely happy to be able to contribute to that. And that's actually Melissa Crimson. She's been with USANA for, I would say, 6 months. And she had high cholesterol and a few other stomach issues. And she was actually on medicine. And she was going back and forth to the doctor. Finally, she started with her product, with the shakes, the Nutri-Meals. And it's been about 5 months, and now that she went back to the doctor cleared her from all medicine.
Wow.
And she attributes it, and also the doctor confirmed with her that it was because of the shakes that she was, feeding her body, nutrients, and that helped her, with that. And she was so happy because she had tried protein products before, and never ever she felt how she's been feeling with USANA shakes. And that actually, that was the biggest news this week, and that made me so happy to hear that. And my mother actually introduced me to her, and even my mother, she's like, oh my God, I've been through witness of everything she's gone through with the doctor and all these issues, and now she's just free of all. She's free, and that's what makes me happy, to be able to be part of that. That's absolutely it.
That is so phenomenal. What a great story. I can tell you
Yes.
because I've seen my own mom go from really sick to feeling a lot better in her health, and she got her life back over the last 10 years because she's been a USANA client. And it sounds like you just did that for someone else. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. And I have other story too, but you know,
Can you tell it
the
fast? Can
the
you tell it
timing.
fast?
Yeah, sure. Well, this is with Miguel Paez. I went, you know, I'm a realtor, so I went with my friend Marisol to work on, you know, on the homes
Miguel.
and our
Uh-huh.
websites and things like that. He happens to show up home, you know, early, and I see him with a Red Bull in his hand, and I'm like, oh, I can't help it. I have to. It's just like my duty. So I told him about Red because, you know, he's a busy man, and he was open to the idea. I said, okay, I'm going to try it. And like a lot of people are skeptical at the beginning, he tried it. And then 3 days ago, my friend called me and she goes, I have to tell you something. And I said, what? She goes, you know, and since he's been taking Red Bull, he comes home and he still has energy.
You
He
mean Rev
doesn't
3?
crash.
You mean Rev
He's
3?
with Rev 3 camp,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And he just feels great. He just didn't believe it. He was just, okay, I'm going to try it. And now he's like, he loves it. He loves
Wow.
it. He feels a difference. Mhm.
Well, now it's time to upgrade him, right? Time to introduce him to
Yes.
more products. And you know what?
Yes.
What the best thing is, and this is something that I'll share with you and also everyone listening. When you have a client, actually both of your clients, they've got results. So what you want to do is invite both of these clients to your next mixer and say, hey, Miguel, and what's the other lady's name?
Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. Hey, Miguel. Would you mind coming to my mixer next week and sharing your story? That would help me out so much. And plus, we have free products. You can meet people. I'll make you a shake. It's just going to be a fun night. You know, it's Tuesday at 7 or whenever it is. And what happens is Miguel
Yes.
and Melissa come to your mixer. They share their story. They're like the guests of honor. But then they also see more products. They want to maybe buy more products. They also meet new people. And maybe even they want to become an associate.
Yes,
So
definitely.
I just wanted to share that with because you're getting great results with your clients, and that's actually the next step. All of your clients
Yes.
are your next associates. Your clients are your best candidates for being your associates in the future. So great job doing this with your clients, Carmen. It's definitely paying off and helping other people. And you know, I'm very proud of everything you're doing, especially because I know you're incredibly busy balancing a successful real estate business and your USANA business. You still managed to hold mixers. This is a great event that you held this last Thursday. And you're not making excuses. You're making results. So thanks for leading by example, and great job.
Thank you. Thanks for your help as well.
You're welcome. All right, so moving on, let's go ahead and recognize Sarah Rich, new client, sponsored by Renee and Megan Martinez from Pleasanton, Texas. Also welcome Shannon Robinson from Texas, another new client, sponsored by Renee and Megan Martinez. And this leads us to a little Q&A with Renee and Megan Martinez because they have been featured on our webinar for doing a great mixer. In fact, you hosted a mixer last Saturday. You had a 67% client retention. That means that last month they enrolled 6 clients on cycle 1 of their auto orders, and this month 4 of those people have reordered. So that's a 67% retention rate. If you retain 4 out of 6 clients you enroll, you're doing a really good job with follow-up. And so I want to just ask Renee and Megan a few questions to share with the team because everybody wants that type of retention rate. And so Renee and Megan, welcome to the webinar. Are you there?
Hey, Jared, we're here. Can you hear us?
Yep, hear you.
What's going on, Jared?
Hey, hear you loud and clear. So tell us, what are you excited about with your USANA business?
Well, that is growing. It is growing, and really, I just love the fact that we're meeting new people constantly and changing their lives. And we just had so many great successes with the product, and just hard work pays off. So that's what I'm excited about.
That's fantastic. And Renee, would you mind sharing what's one of your best client stories with the team? What's one of your stories that gets you so excited?
My favorite story that
Oh, we don't hear you, Renee, for some reason.
I said one of
There you go.
my favorite stories is from a friend of ours that we've known pretty much our whole lives, and she was complaining about all different kinds of stuff that she had, and most of it was menopause stuff. Her name's Becky,
Uh-huh.
and
She just got on the product, didn't even come to a mixer. She heard mine and Megan's story, just pretty much said, just, I'm ready to try whatever. And we got with you, and we got the stuff that we looked up. We got into it and did the research about what she needed to be taking. And she's having phenomenal results. And she's actually sent us a couple people because she's a hairdresser, and she tells everybody how much she loves USANA and how much it's helping her.
Wow. Well, isn't that heartwarming when you have a friend that you've seen suffer for years and years, and then you introduce them to USANA with good stories, and then they get results?
It's definitely awesome, especially if it's somebody that you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I can tell you guys, I want to brag on Renee and Megan because they've also been top client enrollers in the United States before, and they have over 30 accounts. That means they have over 30 clients and associates. Actually, it's about 4 associates and about 28 client accounts of people who are ordering USANA products. Some order a little, some order a lot. But all of them are happy, all of them feel loved and respected, all of them have gotten a thank you card from Renee and Megan, and I know everyone on this webinar is learning and growing, and most of you are writing thank you cards, but I just want to hear from both of you on follow-up. How have you created this great client retention in your business?
Follow-up is definitely the most important thing, because 90% of the time they're not going to come back looking for you, but if you give them a call, if you send them a thank you card, if you check up on them and make sure that the product's working, because the product sells itself, it does work, and all you have to do is just give them a little bit of time, a little bit of attention, and it just, I mean, that's how you keep them. The follow-up is definitely the main ingredients of all that.
Awesome.
Just like today, we finally got a hold of Deidre that we've been trying to get a hold of. She's been getting phenomenal results for her arthritis. She's off of her pain medications. She's off of everything. And when she first did her initial order, she said she told me as soon as she realizes that it works, as soon as she gets results, she's going to get on auto order. So all I had to do was follow up with her, and we've been following up with her, and just like today, we got a hold of her, and we're going to put her on auto order tomorrow.
That's awesome. Well, nothing like auto order. That's where it's at. That's your residual business.
Yeah, and Jared, I just want to also add in there, making them feel important. You know what I mean? I think that's one good thing too. It's not just, hey, let me tell you about this awesome product, and you order it, and let me take your money, and that's it. I mean, when people feel important, it makes them feel good. It makes them feel better. So I think if we make sure that, to let them know that they're important in our lives, and I think that in itself will just, you'll always have that constant, always have those constant clients, or you'll have a client that'll say, hey, you know what, you should try this new product, and Renee and Megan, they're awesome, and they send you thank you cards, and they make you feel good, and you know what I mean? So I think making them feel important is important.
Absolutely. Well, you know what, you bring up a great point, because when you talk about them and you ask them questions about their job and about their life and how their kids are doing, and you form them and they talk to you, they like you. And you're not talking about yourself.
Yes, they do. Exactly, and I think that nowadays everybody just wants to talk about themselves. But really, once you get to know somebody and ask them questions, where they work, how many kids they have, are you married, it makes them feel good. Like hey, these people are really interested in my life, and the people around me. So, and I think that's good. I think that's really good too.
Well, you are certainly showing by example in your client retention. And last comment, Megan, do you want to just share what the client tracking sheet has done for you and to help you with your client retention?
Jared. The client retention form is not one of my favorite forms. I'm pretty sure most of y'all can agree with me. But it does help you keep track of you know, what their placement is, when did they enroll, what's their initial order reward. I mean, it really helps you keep track of each single client that you have. That way, if you don't remember if you sent that thank you card, if you don't remember if you gave them the Dr. Ladd CD, you can always go back and look and say, oh, you know what, this client, I haven't given them a Dr. Ladd CD. I'll do that tomorrow. And then once you do it, you go back to that sheet and you check it off. And just checking off a box can give you so much relief.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you. It's just like, that's one less thing that I have to worry about today. So, yeah, and then of course you're constantly going back to that, you know, to your client sheet and client form, and it helps you remember the things that you really need to do and to focus on.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for saying something about the client sheet, and I know that thank you for being real and saying, hey, it's not my favorite sheet, but I know it's important because, you know.
Yeah, Jared, you know how much I love the client sheet.
I know. Yet you still do it.
Yes, I do, because I want to keep my clients happy.
Well, you are doing a great job, so keep up the great work, and thanks for leading by example, and thanks for your feedback last week. It really inspired Becky Armstrong in North Carolina. You're about to hear from her. And
Yay!
yes.
Thank you, Jared. You're awesome too, and we couldn't have done this without you. We would have been like chickens with our head cut off if you hadn't just constantly been there. Did you do this? And did you do this? So, you deserve a lot of credit, too.
Oh, well, thank you, Megan. I received that.
Oh, yeah. All of this definitely reflects the leadership.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Renee. I appreciate that from both of you.
And we have a great leader.
That's right.
Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, now I feel good. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Special recognition, Becky Armstrong. Becky, I just sent you an audio pin. It's #63#. You have to hit that. That should allow you to speak on this webinar. And trust me, everyone's going to want to hear from you. Can you unmute Becky? Becky, you need to hit #63#. Attendee can't be unmuted until they enter their PIN. Audio pin, #63#. All right, well, Becky may not be able to talk because we still haven't figured out how someone on the phone can do this unless, can you right-click and right-click and make presenter, hit send audio pin to enable muting, send right there. It's #63#, Becky. If you can do it, great. If not, I'm going to tell your story. But I'm going to just go ahead and tell your story, Becky. And if you're able to unmute yourself, then go ahead and interrupt me, and baby, just watch. Oh, we can hear you. Thank goodness.
Oh, yay.
Okay, this was.
I love technology.
Oh my God, this is so great that you're actually able to share this story. Okay, so everybody, you're listening to this webinar. This is Becky Armstrong. She's in Raleigh, North Carolina. She's one of our dear colleagues, our dear team members, our dear family members, and she's out there all alone. I mean, she doesn't have any business partners in the USANA to do a mixer with, and she's, has to overcome all the same things we all overcome, the fear and all this and that. But she watched a video by Eric Worre, and the link is right there, the 20in30days.onebody.info. That's the quick link. And if you're watching, I want you to write this down right now, because this link explains how you can enroll 20 clients in 30 days. And it's an 80-minute video, so it's a long training, so you can do that part of your DMO tomorrow. But Becky watched this video and also was inspired by Megan Martinez from last week's call. So Becky, can you please share with us what you've been doing in the last week since last week's webinar?
I can. Actually, it all started when Betty called me last week.
Yes.
And she's Liz Meyer, so you guys probably know her by that. But Betty, she gave me a call, and she was all excited. She says, I am doing this thing. I watched this video. She says 20 people in 30 days, and she goes, it's radical. She goes, you really focus. She goes, you just really get into this, and you spend 30 concentrated days, like 16 hours a day. You get someone else to do your laundry. You get someone else to do your grocery shopping, as if that wasn't enough motivation right there. And she goes, I'm starting April 1st. I'm going to do this. I'm giving my 30 days. I'm going to do this thing. And then we talked about it a little bit and hung up. And the first thing I did when I hung up, of course, was Google, YouTube, and find 20 people in 30 days, the video she was talking about, and I watched it. And just a real key thing to note, Betty didn't call me up. She knew that it's been months since I've been prospecting anybody. She knew all my excuses. She knew all the delays, all the procrastination, and all the fear. And she didn't call me up and say, you need to watch this video. You need to do 20 people in 30 days. She called me up and she said, I saw this video. I watched this video. I'm starting April 1st.
Yeah, good example.
And it totally impacted me. So thank you, Betty. So I watched the video, and I was like, okay, that's really easy. That's like really easy. And so then I looked at the book, the GoPro book that's been sitting on my desk for like 2 weeks now. I hadn't put it even into my bookshelf because I left it on my desk because I kept wanting to read it, but procrastination. And I read the book, and I'm like, that's really easy. And so I get out my calendar. I'm still not talking to anybody about this because I don't want to like admit that I might do it. But I get out my calendar, and I'm searching for 30 consecutive days. And the first group of 30 days I can find is clear out in July. I'm like, oh, I just busted. And I look and I go, well, I can get 25 days if I start Monday. And this was like Saturday when I was saying this to myself. So I called Betty up. I go, I'm going to do this, but I have to start Monday if I'm going to do this. And, well, then I got excited. I actually started Sunday. I spent Saturday trying to get all the things done, like my laundry and the grocery shopping and everything that I had to do for the next 30 days. And so on Sunday, I got out my resources list. I've been adding to it for about 1.5 years now, and I grouped all the people. I'm actually not in town right now. I'm marketing. So I'm starting, but I'm available on the weekend, so I'm just starting this, you know.
So how many people have you contacted so far? Because, sorry, we need to get through to the story because I want people to hear what you've done. How many people have you contacted?
Okay. So I got 58 people that were in Charlotte because I'm not at home, so I said I'll do it in Charlotte.
So did you text them all one by one, or?
Yep. On Sunday, I just sat down and texted them one by one.
So you sent out 58 text messages.
Yep.
And what did you say in those text messages?
Well, I did it the way he said. He said to do just first, you just ask him, like, are you available on this date?
Okay.
And so that's
what date?
Okay, I'm in Charlotte.
What date is it?
The 26th.
Thursday. So you text them all. Are you available on Thursday?
I'm going to be in Charlotte on Thursday. Are you available?
You sent a text to 58 people. Hey, I'm going to be in Charlotte on Thursday. Are you available? And how many people responded to that text out of 58?
Within the first 10, 8 people responded, said yes.
Okay.
So far, I have 22 yeses.
You have 22 people said, yes, I can meet you Thursday in Charlotte.
Yes.
You have 22 people who said, yes, I'll be there. You know that about 25% of those will show, so you're going to have about 5 or 6 guests.
I still have more to call. I got 2 more days.
No, I'm telling you that's good. Could you imagine 5 or 6 guests that show up? That's really, really good.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell us, Becky, what kind of fear did you have to overcome to do that?
Oh my gosh! I mean, when I was sending the first text, I was terrified, and I don't know why I'm so afraid. It's just craziness, but I was like, you know, verge of tears, crazy, you know, terrified. And I got them done, and like the first one I sent to, I haven't talked to her for 2 years, and she immediately said, yes, I definitely will be there. And so I get going, and then all of a sudden I'm getting scared for a new reason because, oh my goodness, now I've got all these people saying yes, and they're going to be in my room on Thursday, and I'm going to have something to tell them.
Right. So it forces you to get prepared, right?
And I realized I've already got it all. You've already given it to me on the webinars.
Awesome. Well, Becky, fantastic work. Way to take action, have fun. You're going to have a great mixer on Thursday. We even have a flyer up on our team webpage for Charlotte, North Carolina for our team. What an exciting expansion. And I mean, we're excited to hear next week how you did and what happened, you know. So we're going to be waiting to hear, and we're going to all be very interested next week.
Sounds good.
Awesome. And please post pictures of your event on Thursday night.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Becky. All right, and lastly, I want to give some recognition to Robert and Priscilla Ramirez for being top associate sponsors in the United States. Crystal and myself also made this list last week, and we've been in USANA for 10 years, and it's always nice for us to be on the list, but it's more exciting for us when brand new associates like Robert and Priscilla, who've been in USANA less than 2 months, are now showing up on the top 50 associate sponsors list. This means that you are one of the best of that entire USANA United States market for that week. So Priscilla Ramirez, are you on the line? You there, Priscilla?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So we know you've had a lot of challenges lately with your kids and them getting sick. Can you share us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you share with us how you overcame some of those challenges? Are you there, Priscilla? Priscilla, are you there? Uh-oh, I think we're having internet connection problems again with Priscilla. Well, if you are able to speak, go ahead and interrupt me, Priscilla. But I'm just going to tell everyone that Robert and Priscilla have 3 beautiful children and one that they've adopted, and they are very busy, and yet they still continue to build their business. They still continue to make the reports. A few of their kids got the flu this past week, and then one got had bronchitis. So they're going through all these challenges, yet they still manage to build their business, do their DMO, share USANA with others. Priscilla, I don't know if we're going to be able to hear you, but I want to recognize you because you're doing an amazing job. So keep up the great work, and hopefully we can hear you from on next week's webinar. We can come back and revisit all your success. You'll probably have another thing to celebrate by then anyways. But keep up the great work, Priscilla and Robert. Thank you. All right, so before we get into our short training, I just want to remind everybody that when you enroll a brand new client, you have to go to USANA Clients page and add them to the group. Now, this is our group on Facebook, and you add them right here. And then once you've added them to the group, you're going to give them some recognition, and you want to post, you want to tag them, put their picture, and everyone please welcome, my new client XYZ to the USANA family, and they live in this city or that city. Give them some recognition because they're going to get on this page, they're going to see their picture, they're going to feel special and important, just like Renee and Megan Martinez were saying, and that is what creates retention. That's how you get the retention, is by adding people to this group, making them feel special and important, and getting them into a community. People stay because of the community. That's why people love USANA. They get results, and then they get the community, and they'll stay for life. Also, if you enroll an associate, you want to add them to our Team DSI Facebook group, which is listed right here. And this is another Facebook page, private group. You go ahead and add your new associate there, and then, of course, tag them with a picture. And do this for when you enroll a new associate. You want to also add that new associate to the USANA Clients page and recognize them on both pages. That's very important. And then lastly, for associates only, we have a group called Hybrid Solutions. And Hybrid Solutions is a group of over 5,000 USANA associates. And they're listed right here. You see there's 4,800. I think now that's over 5,000. But this is USANA associates from all over the world. The other 2 pages are just from our team. But this is for associates only, but this gets them in touch with 5,000 USANA associates. You can imagine the stories that are at this page. This page is one of the best resources for stories. In fact, do you need a product success story? Do you have someone with maybe diabetes or someone with allergies? Again, USANA is not a cure, so you can never say that USANA is a cure, but you can go to Hybrid Solutions, and in the search, right there where I put the box, you can type in allergies or whatever, and you can get a story of somebody who's taking the USANA products and what their results have been. And again, you always have to say USANA is not a cure, but when you take care of your immune system, amazing things can happen. And so when I have somebody who has a problem like arthritis, I'm going to go tell them 5 different stories of people I know who have arthritis who are happy clients with USANA. And if I don't have a story, I'm going to go find a few, and I'm going to email them those stories, or I'm going to copy-paste those and email them, or just tell them the stories. But this is so important. I cannot tell you. People do not care about what's in the product. They don't want to know all these little details. Now, some people do. Some people are very picky. But if they're picky, give them a product catalog. But your job is to tell stories. If you go through everything, if you go through and tell them stories, they're going to sign up. If you tell them a lot of product info, they're going to run away from you. So the rule of thumb is give them the product catalog and tell them more stories. All right, guys, now we're going to get into the training. This is going to be short and sweet training, but it's also going to be very good. This is going to share a lot of how we're having such great retention, how Renee and Megan have great retention, but not just them. A lot of our team have great retention with their clients. Oh, I forgot about this. 3 new tools that you can use. There's a 7-minute Your Options video. If somebody likes what they saw and they're saying, well, how do I sign up in USANA? You can actually send them this video, options.onebody.info. It's a 7-minute overview of your options to get started. Also, there's a 25-minute training, How to Close. This video is definitely for you, Becky Armstrong. You're going to want to watch this video several times before your event in Charlotte. Because once you've finished with the presentation, how do you actually sign them up? What do you do to walk them through that process, either as a client or as an associate? And then lastly, this link is now live. It's videolist.onebody.info, and this is a list that you can go ahead and get all of the links in one place, all of our onebody.info links. So videolist.onebody.info is a great resource for you. And upcoming events. I wanted to say the upcoming events before we get into the training, just because it's just nice to get them in your brain before we go into the training. So the first thing is Wednesday, March 25th, we're going to have a mixer at the home of Renee and Megan Martinez. And that's in Pleasanton, Texas. Please RSVP to Megan if you're going to make it. They host an amazing mixer. All of their mixers have very high enrollment rates. In fact, the last several have had 100%. 100% of the people who attend either become a client or an associate. So Renee and Megan definitely run a great mixer. It's a great home, and they're very gracious to open their home to our team and allow us to come out there. So I highly recommend you attend that if you're in San Antonio area. And then also in Charlotte, North Carolina, Becky Armstrong. If you are in Charlotte area, that's going to be at the Embassy Suites. RSVP to Becky. Her phone number is right there. And it is really exciting to see our mixers being expanded into the East Coast and all over the place. So congratulations and great job, Becky. And also this Thursday, March 26th, you have to make a choice. You have to decide between the detox webinar or the tax savings webinar. They're at the same time. Okay, so the 8 p.m. Detox webinar is by Dr. Karen Wolf. It's called Healthy Gut, Healthy Body. The link is right there, march26th.onebody.info. Write that link down. That's a great webinar on detox. Definitely going to have all my clients on that webinar. But then you have people who are referral partners who want to save on their taxes. So this is definitely the best webinar for you to get on in that case. Saveontaxes.onebody.info. That's the link. It's Sandy Botkin, who's a former IRS tax attorney, who shares how to save the most on your taxes. So those are the main, those are 2 webinars. I'm going to have people on both webinars, and I'm going to be promoting those webinars all week long, starting tonight, and I've already texted out several to invites. And then mark your calendar for a couple weeks away if you're in the San Antonio area. Dr. Steve Hirschek, he's a Diamond Director from Illinois. He's going to be speaking in downtown San Antonio. Actually, it's going to be by the airport. It's at Holiday Inn Airport, April 8th from 7:30 to 9. If you want to hear from a doctor who's used USANA successfully with thousands of patients and clients and who has a real heart for helping others, he actually is returning from a trip from Africa because he does service out there in Africa. So I guess he's flying into San Antonio on his way back to Chicago, Illinois, and he's going to spend a day here and help out our USANA teams. And his wife, Andrea, they're wonderful, beautiful people. And I will be at this. This is the most important thing you can do if you're in the San Antonio area. I guess it's in 2 Wednesdays from now. It's the Wednesday after Easter. So go ahead and mark your calendars for that. And now for our big destination events, the world's most in-demand network marketing speaker and trainer, Eric Worre, Mr. GoPro himself, is going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada at the USANA High Performance Summit. This is 3 events in one. The High Performance Summits for Golds and above, it's $129. Then the U.S. National Celebration Gala is a Friday night. It's a 3-course meal. It's nice, and you dress up and it's fun, and it's $49. You get to see a big ceremony of all the top earners in USANA, the top United States growers, and also just hang out with us. We're going to have a blast. We're going to all sit at the same table. We're going to eat dinner together. A lot of us are going to be there. So if you're going to go to that, please let me know so we can add you to our table. And then the U.S. National event is an all-day Saturday training, April 25th, with Mr. GoPro himself, Eric Worre. It's going to be an amazing event. I'm going. My wife Crystal's going. My parents are going. Becky Armstrong, Betty Meyer. Actually, several people on the line. Too many for me to go through right now are going. But I'm going to tell you, this is definitely a great event. And it's next month, April 24th and 25th, and it's going to be at the Red Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. And USANA has a room rate of $150 a night, so you can stay there, or you can stay on the Strip, however you want. But it's going to be a great event, and professional training. That's really what gets you professional results and professional income. So really want to recommend and encourage all of you to attend this event. And then after that, we have USANA's International Convention, August 19th through the 22nd in Salt Lake City, Utah. And this is the event of the year. This is the most important event because there's probably over 10,000 people are going to be there from all the 20 different countries. It's international, okay? It's not national. It's actually international. And Dr. Oz himself is going to be there. Of course, our founder, Dr. Wentz, is going to be there. It's like USANA Christmas. You see a USANA family. You see your family at Christmas, or you see a USANA family in August at USANA International Convention. You're going to make so many friends. This is just the coolest event. And this one, actually, if you don't have a ticket, it's $279 right now through May 1st, if you get your ticket before May 1st. And if you started USANA in the last year, you probably have a voucher that gives you at least a 50% discount. But you might even have this whole $279 fee waived because you have these vouchers. So check with the person who started you with USANA about these vouchers, but if you don't, then you have to pay the $279 for your ticket. It's well worth the investment. If you wait, and by May 2nd through July 17th, it goes up to $379 and then $499 through July 18th. So don't wait that long, please. Although people do pay that at the door, and it's still worth it for sure. And then, of course, the 2015 GoPro event, 6th Annual GoPro Recruiting Mastery. This is a non-USANA event. This is an event just on building a successful home business. It's done by, again, Mr. GoPro himself, Eric Worre. It's October 14th through the 17th. It's an amazing event. The only people they allow up there are people who are making over $100,000 per month in this industry, okay? So could you imagine hearing from people who are making over $1 million a year doing what we're doing, but they've just been doing it longer and they've been helping more people for more time and their skill set's very high? Would you like to learn from them? Come to this event. The event is actually sold out, but we have tickets for our team. Again, I need to talk to a lot of you who are going to go to this because I'm getting people requesting these tickets from me, but they're $200 for this event. And this is the end. This is in October, but this is our calendar for the year. This is what's happening, and if you want to get to a professional level of income, you definitely want to be at these events, and also be prepared. This is a picture of the bins I keep in the trunk of my car. I have GoPro books, I have GoPro audios, Dr. McNamara Cellular Nutrition CDs, I have newspapers. You never know. You never know when you're going to need these for your USANA business and to help others. All right, guys, we made it. We made it to the quick training. So let's go through this, and this is called the 4-week auto order cycle. How do I know where my client is? And I know we're coming up on the end of the hour, so I want to keep this short and sweet and get through it for you guys. But this really is an important part of your business and how to really help your clients and have that high level of retention. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment and pause, and that's because for editing purposes, this is going to be a clean video. All right, so now we're going to talk about how to give your client an account overview. This is the key to building a solid, long-term, stable USANA business. Once you create a brand new client, what do you do with them? How do you give them the service that they're going to need so that they become a client for life? So the first things first, download the form and save this link, clientretention.onebody.info. This is a special form that allows you to track your clients. It's right here. When you go to that link, you're going to see this form pops up. It's a PDF, and it's kind of confusing, so we're going to zoom in and we're going to make it very simple. So I'm going to even give you an example. This is my client, Marianne, in San Antonio. And Marianne, when she first enrolled, I went to the form and I wrote in her name and her ID number. This is her client ID number, and then I also wrote right there her product she ordered. She ordered Reset and a bag of shakes, just so I know for future reference. I also knew that I also wrote down where I placed Marianne. She's in my 3 right of my USANA business. The date she enrolled was February 9th. The initial points that she ordered was 90 points. And which 4-week cycle? She was in cycle 3, and I'm going to show you how I figured that out. And then what was her 5% initial order reward? It was 704, and I'm going to show you how I figured that out. And then also her 4th Friday is her qualification for that discount, the IOR, initial order reward discount. I'm going to also show you how I figured that out. And her first auto order must process on Sunday, March 8th for her to get that discount. And the moral of the story is if you help your client get this discount, you're helping your client save money on their future orders. Your client feels like they trust you because you gave them attention. You didn't just enroll them one time and walk away. You enrolled them, you made sure they got their products, you made sure they liked their products, you made sure they were getting results. You called them back, you showed them how to go through their account, and you showed them how to get this discount. So what does that do? That creates trust. That creates your client feeling like, wow, I'm part of a family. It also gives your client independence because now Marianne can log in by herself. So let's go through this, how I figure these things out. How do I figure out her IOR, her initial order reward? Well, it's pretty simple. Her initial order was a Reset for $110.95 and a bag of shakes for $29.95. So this is the total, $140.90. So all you do is you take that total and times it by 0.05 on your calculator, and that's a $7.04 initial order reward. What you need to know is that your client will get this as an extra discount on their first 2 auto orders. So Marianne will save the $7 twice on her first auto order and her second auto order. Also, you need to know that tax and shipping do not count when figuring this out. Okay, so if you're looking at the end order, you can't add in tax and shipping. Now, how do I know which cycle Marianne started her USANA client account? Well, it's very simple. There's a form. It's called 4weekcycle.onebody.info. You can go to this link and you're going to get a PDF. You're going to see it looks just like this. It's nice and colorful. Print out a color copy of this because you're going to use it a lot. Okay, so when you go to there, you get that form. Now, I'm going to give you an example here with Marianne. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Marianne became a client on February 9th. All right, so you see I boxed February 9th, and then the thing that I'm looking at is around February 13th is when she's going to get her product back in the mail. So you can check that, by the way. You can call a couple days later and USANA, you can say, my client is Marianne, her ID number is XYZ, can you tell me where her product is when it's going to arrive? So Marianne's product arrives on the 13th. Now, I'm going to be talking to Marianne, and I want to make sure, oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I want to go back one step before I get into too much detail. I need to explain to you how the 4 Friday cycle works. Marianne enrolled on the 9th. That was a Monday. Her first Friday is the 13th. Her second Friday is the 20th. Her third Friday is the 27th. Her fourth Friday is the 6th. So that is Friday number 4. So in the form, I put Friday number 4 is March 6th, and then her auto order is going to process Sunday, March 8th. Sorry, I had to digress there, but that's very important. That's how you figure out which cycle that they're on. Now, once you know that, my goal is I need to talk to her before Friday, March 6th and tell her about her auto order. So my goal is to meet with her anytime on that last week. You see, I put those arrows all over that last week because if I can meet with Marianne on Monday, March 2nd or anytime before Friday, March 6th and teach her her account, I can get her that discount. Also, I just put an arrow by the 21st because with Marianne, I'm going to want to talk to her on the 21st after she finishes her reset. What if she starts her reset on Monday the 16th? I want to talk to her on Saturday morning, and maybe I'll walk her through her account there so that she can make that second order. All right, so that's how I figure out that she's on cycle 3. That's how I figure out that her fourth Friday is the 6th, and that's how I figure out that her auto order's got to process by the 8th. Now, the plan of action. When you enroll a new client, you have to have a plan, and here's the plan. Send them a welcome email. You can go get the welcome email template at clientwelcome.onebody.info. You go ahead and copy-paste that, and you send out the welcome email. Next, did you add them as a new member to our USANA Clients Facebook group? Of course I did. And then make a welcome post giving Marianne recognition. Absolutely. Did you send a thank you card? Oh yeah, I did. And did you give her a copy of the Power of Cellular Nutrition audio? Absolutely. Marianne, listen to this audio. It's the best thing you can listen to while you're waiting for your products to arrive in the mail. Next is successful follow-up and education. Okay, what's my plan? My plan after she gets her product is a phone call after she receives it so I can walk her through her reset. I'm also going to have her text at USANA PC to 81010 for product-only notifications. That way when we have a future webinar, Marianne can get on the webinar and learn about the other products and just be part of the community. I'm also going to set my 20-minute account overview with her before March 6th. Now I might do that with Marianne on February 21st. Who knows? As soon as I can, I'm going to do that. And then did it happen? Hopefully it happened. It did happen with Marianne. Yes, I did. And when I did the account overview, I did the favorite things form with her. And I learned her favorite things so I can buy her future gifts. And did I invite Marianne to an extra USANA Mixer or product webinar? Absolutely. I continue to invite Marianne to events. She has not attended one yet. She's been busy every single time. But I'm going to continue to invite Marianne, and eventually she will come and share her story and be part of the community. And that is how you build that loyalty and that trust. Now, if you have a reset client, I'm just giving you an example. I'm going to give you two examples, one for a reset client and one for just a vitamin client. A reset client, for example, orders on the 9th. She gets her products. I'm going to probably call USANA on the 11th, and I'm going to say, where are they? Tell me when they're going to be arriving. Let's say that USANA says they're going to arrive by the 14th. So I call Marianne. I say, Marianne, your products are going to arrive by the 14th. Let's talk when you get your products in the mail. Marianne gets them in the mail. Say, Marianne, okay, we recommend people do their reset on a Monday through Friday because that way you're not tempted by all the, the weekend temptations. So let's say Marianne starts her reset on the 16th and she finishes it on the 20th. So I'm going to call her on Saturday the 21st. But in fact, I'm going to text her every day. How was day 1? How was day 2? How was day 3? If Marianne runs into some problems, I'll call Marianne. Tell me what's going on with you. Maybe Marianne, you need to, have a little extra shake or have an extra, whatever, have more water. Are you eating your fruits and vegetables? You got to give your client some follow-up. But on the 21st, I'm going to have a talk with Marianne. How was your 5 days? Okay, you got your extra bag of shakes? All right, you're going to go down to 2 shakes a day, and we need to make another order so you can continue losing weight. And what's your weight loss goal, Marianne? Oh, you want to lose 20 pounds? Okay, well, the next step would be to order shakes for 2 shakes a day because most of our clients lose 10 pounds a month doing 2 shakes a day. You've already lost 5 pounds, so let's get you on 2 shakes a day. So she would make an order on the 21st, a one-time order. So that would be on the 21st. I might even do the account overview with Marianne that day. And then I still want to talk to Marianne before the 6th because Marianne could still save money on an additional order. So she might make a little order on the 21st, but then another order for her auto order. All right, so again, it would process on March 8th for her auto order. That's a reset client. They're a little more tricky. Get them ready for their reset by going to resetprep.onebody.info. Okay, so that link will be available by this upcoming Friday, which would be March 26th or 27th. That link will be available. Right now it's not, but you will have it. It's how you get your client ready for reset. If they're a vitamin order, if she just ordered, like, say, a set of essentials, it's a little bit less work. Let's say she orders on the 9th. She gets her products. I call and find out, and she gets her products on the 14th. I want her to be taking her products as soon as possible. Let's say she starts her products on the 16th. She takes the products for 3 weeks. I want to talk to her on the 2nd, and I want to say, hey, Marianne, you're going to be running out of products in about 2 weeks. So I need to show you how to save the most money. We have the account overview. She sets up her auto order. It processes on the 8th. And she's still not out of products at that point, but her products are going to arrive by the 13th. So she'll be getting her next set just as she's running out. So you want to get your clients through their account info. You want to get them on their products as soon as possible. So let me just give you a little picture of how I would walk Marianne through this account overview. Okay, so Marianne, let's meet at Starbucks. Or if she can't meet me face-to-face, I'm going to say, Marianne, let's set up a time I can walk you through this on the internet. So Marianne gets online with me, and we go through her account overview. And if she's with me face-to-face, I'm having her do all the work on my computer. She's doing all the clicking and all the typing. I'm not doing it for her, okay? Obviously, if she's over the phone, she does it herself as well. But you want to get your client independent. You want to get your client using this by themselves. So I take Marianne to USANA.com. First thing that's going to happen, Marianne, is you're going to see the login on the top right-hand side. and you're going to see all the different things. You might see a picture of Dr. Oz, but you're going to click on Login, and once you click on Login, it's going to you're going to log in with your ID and password. So Marianne, your ID, I emailed it to you at the beginning, but if you don't have it, here it is. It's 567-8577, and then your password is USANA123. So you have to tell her, log in, put it all in. If she's having trouble, have her do the forgot your password thing at the bottom. She logs in. All right, Marianne, you're going to see a welcome message. First thing, it's going to say, hi, Mary, and it's going to have some type of quote. So you probably see it right there, Marianne. Now go ahead and click X and X out that box. All right, now Marianne, here's what I'm going to say. First thing, I'm going to show you where you can do one-time orders and save 10% off of retail at any time. So if you need shakes right now, so you want to continue on with your reset and you want to lose more weight, you're going to need to order a few bags of shakes. I'm going to show you where to do that and save 10% off of retail. And best of all, I will also show you where you can save 20% off retail, which is the max savings. Okay, and Marianne, this is a one-time thing per month you get to do. It's called auto order. So I'm going to show you both. Okay, so it's really simple, Marianne. Here's what's going to happen. First, I want you to click on Shop and Orders. So she's at her site there, and I have her click on the left, Shop and Orders. So she clicks on Shop and Orders, and you're going to see a little sidebar pop out, and you're going to click on Shop All Products. And you see there, Shop All Products. You see the sidebar. Shop All Products is where you do your one-time orders. Okay, so you can buy anything right now and do a one-time order, check out, and you're going to get your product. It's going to ship out tomorrow morning. However, my auto order is where you save 20%. So I'm also going to show you that. In fact, let me show you how that works right now. This is where it's kind of tricky, Marianne, but I'm going to show you how to do it so you save the most money on your orders. Okay, so here's how it goes. Why don't you go ahead and click on it, Marianne? So she clicks on it. Okay. So now click on auto order. I will explain how to save you the most money. So now I'm having her do it. She's clicking on it, and first thing you're going to see is the auto order management page. Okay, Marianne, I want you to click here to manage auto order payments. So she clicks there, and it's going to take you to this page. And at this page at the very bottom, you're going to see your card on file. You're going to click Enable, and that's going to enable your payment information. And so that's going to take you to this page. You're going to see where your payment information shows up, and you're going to make sure, okay, that's the right card. You can also add a different credit card if you want, but go ahead and click Done because now you have your account set up. You've enabled your payment. Next, I want you to click Create New Auto Order. So it's right there. Click Create New Auto Order. So she clicks Create New Auto Order. You're going to see a pop-up, and you have to click Create New Auto Order again. So do that. Now, once she does that, Marianne, you're going to have to scroll down. And by the way, if I'm coaching someone through this online, I'm on their account at the same time. I log in with their info at the same time. So I'm going to say scroll down, Marianne, and you're going to see this button called Add More Products. Click on Add More Products. Once you add more products, you're going to see another page that says Nutritionals. Do you see it? And she's going to say yes. Okay, click on Nutritionals on the left. So she clicks on Nutritionals. And now, Marianne, you're going to need the Essentials because the Essentials really help you continue to lose weight because you're getting that nutrition that you need. So click Add. And once you do that, you're going to add the Essentials, and then also click Diet and Energy off to the left. Okay, now Marianne, for you to have 2 shakes a day and lose 10 pounds in the next month, you need to have 6 bags of shakes. Okay, so which flavors do you want? And so she goes through and she orders a bunch of chocolate, maybe 2 chocolate, 2 strawberry, but click Add, maybe 2 vanilla, and also some protein snacks. These are the best things you can do as healthy snacks. Again, it depends on their budget. You know, if they can't swing everything, then you just get them as much as they can. But go ahead and click on that, Marianne. She designs her order, and then scroll up, Finished Adding Products. Now, Marianne, I want you to click on Finished Adding Products. You see it right there? Go ahead and click there. Okay, now you've set up your order. And lastly, we need to make sure that you're on cycle 3. See, right now you're on cycle 4, Marianne, so click on the drop-down menu, choose cycle 3, and choose March 6th, or March 8th. I'm sorry, it's going to process Sunday, March 8th. So in that case, you need to make sure that they're on the correct cycle, and you already verified that when you did your part. So she changes that up, and now you're going to say, okay, Marianne, here's your total. I want to point out all the savings you're going to get. First thing to notice is that there's your 10% discount. You're getting 10% off of the preferred price. That means a total of 20% off retail. But you see that $30? That's like a free bag of shakes. Okay, the other thing is there's your 704. Do you see on the left? That's your 704, $7.04 discount right there. Okay, so you're getting 2 discounts. You're actually going to save $37 on this order, or $36 on this order. And then also click Save Changes, Marianne, because that's what you need to do now. And then you're going to see a final page. And when you see the final page, go ahead and click Done. And that's going to end it. And so now, Marianne, this is set up for you. You're going to save basically $36 on this, get a free bag of shakes. And I'm going to be calling you when you get your products in the mail. I want to make sure see how you're doing. I want to invite you to another event that we're having in another mixer. And so I'll be talking to you soon, Marianne. And it's done. Now, if I met with Marianne at Starbucks, I also bought her a Starbucks. Or even better, buy her a bottled water and give her a Rev 3 stick pack and shake it up for her and say, try this, Marianne, this is our Rev 3. She might add it to her auto order. Okay, so I always try and bring a Rev 3 stick pack instead of buying them a Starbucks if I can think ahead like that. All right, so also, before we end, Marianne, I want you to send a text real quick. I want you to text at USANA PC to the phone number 81010, 81010. Go ahead and do that right now. Again, the phone number is 81010. I want you to text the message at USANA PC, and that's going to go ahead and add you to our text updates. And then here's how you say it. Marianne, this is a client-only texting service that will notify you of upcoming webinars held by top doctors. It's all about the products. You will never receive anything about selling. It's just a great way for you to stay in the loop. Now, Marianne, you're going to receive a text back. You need to respond with your full name. Did you get it? So then they send it. You say, yes, they got it. Okay, respond back with your full name, and you will be subscribed. So that means that Marianne now is subscribed to our text messages, and that's very important. Lastly, Marianne, we're going to do your favorite things form. I want to know all your favorite things, and you need to go and get this form if you're watching this webinar, and it's favoritethings.onebody.info. It's a PDF. It looks just like this. I have Marianne fill this out. Marianne, I want to know all your favorite things so I can buy you a present, because if you do 2 auto orders and you get both of your initial order rewards, you're definitely my ideal client. I appreciate all your business, that you're getting results, and I'm going to buy you a present. So then you have to follow through. You got to track. You got to know when her second auto order is and be ready to buy her something. I usually get them like $10 Starbucks gift cards or just different things, nothing huge, but just to show that I appreciate that they're a consistent client. And build loyalty. They're going to stay for life. So when is her second 5% IOR? Well, her second one is also a $7 discount. She has to set it up by April 3rd, so I'm going to try and follow up with her the week before, Friday, April 3rd. That's Friday number 8. And then her auto order is going to process on Sunday, April 5th. So again, that's how you stay. That's how you keep track. This is at the bottom of the sheet. And then did I send her a gift? Absolutely, I'm getting her a gift. In fact, for Marianne, that's coming up this upcoming. No, in 2 weeks actually. So yes, I will be watching this, and I'll be meeting with Marianne. And she does that second auto order. She's getting a gift for sure, guaranteed. So give your clients the best service, and they will stay your clients for life. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing about all your great client success stories, how you're giving them the best service, they're giving you referrals, and you're building a super solid and successful USANA business. Okay, so we're going to end the webinar with questions and or comments. And I want to start with Liz Spade in Chicago, because Liz passed out over 600 flyers. And I'm going to unmute Liz. Baby, can you unmute Liz? Liz Spade, are you there?
Hey, Jared.
Hey. So tell us, what was the highlight for you on tonight's webinar?
Well, I liked it all. I love the recognition at the beginning. It seems like everybody's doing great. That's awesome. But I kind of liked how you did the reset thing with that sheet, because that's what I'm working on right now. And I had a question for you.
Okay.
When they buy the reset and they buy like the extra bag of shakes, do you buy them? Do they buy the essentials with that extra bag of shakes to hold them through?
No, I just let them go without vitamins for a couple days.
Okay.
Yeah, because I found.
Okay, yeah, I had a question.
Yeah, most people's budget, like most people can afford maybe $150. Like they're cool with $150. That's most people. There are some people that are cool with $300 or $400, and then of course at that point I'd have them buy everything all at once. But majority of people are going to do $150. They're going to get results, and then they'll buy a couple $100 more of the product. So I just try and start them where I can. Sometimes if they can't afford it all, I just have them get the 5-day reset, and I'm like, you're going to be shakeless, but oh well, you know.
Okay.
It's kind of like you just have to work with the individual.
Okay.
And I want to recognize you, Liz, for putting up 600 flyers all over Chicago and doing the Danny Johnson strategies. Tell the team what's happened since. Have you gotten calls yet, or what's been going on?
Yeah, so, well, I kind of know what motivates me, and for me, it's like doing stuff with people, so I got a couple friends that kind of helped me out and filled some flyers with me, and we did the practice approach, and they weren't really interested, but they were, close friends, and so we ended up going out and just putting out flyers, and we got over 600 flyers out in like an hour and a half, so it was almost 2 hours, but that was 600 flyers, and we just had a blast doing it, and I got about 20 calls, and I haven't called them all yet, but
you got 20. You put up 600 flyers, and they're the weight loss flyers.
Yeah, and I got 20 calls.
You put up the weight loss flyer. Okay,
yeah.
Can you share what that flyer was on our Team DSI page?
Yeah, I'll tag the post on there and I'll put the flyer up there.
Okay, thank you.
But, I got
you got 20 calls. Did you put them on cars, or where did you put them?
Yeah, I put them on the cars. I'll put the post on there, but there's like a strategy of where you put the flyers. You want to put them in the windshield wiper. You want to put it on like the glass.
Okay.
But so I got 20 calls off that. I haven't called them yet, but I haven't called all of them yet. But it's kind of going through that script that you have, the weight loss.
Yeah.
Script that you created, which is great. It's just getting familiar with it. I was kind of nervous, so I think that's part of the reason why. I didn't have great results just because I didn't know what I was doing, but, just practice makes perfect. And I actually have someone on the call. He actually responded to my car ad. His name's Tyrone Pearson, and he wanted to check out the training that we had as a team before he got involved with USANA. So he's on the call right now just checking out the training.
Oh, fantastic.
And,
is he with you on a three-way call, or?
Yeah, he's on his phone.
Can I say hello to him?
He can hear it. He can listen to it. Yeah.
Hello, Tyrone. Are you there?
Oh, he might be muted.
We don't know how to unmute him because we don't see him on the line. Baby, do you see him on the line? Tyrone? Well,
maybe he jumped off early.
Maybe next time he can be on the webinar and say a few words. But if you're listening, Tyrone, you're in very good hands with Liz Spade. She's one of the most committed, teachable, focused, disciplined team members on our team. She's very well respected, and you're in great hands with Liz.
Oh, thank you. I received that. And then the two guys that I went out with to put up the flyers, we remember why they weren't interested. Well, one of them was like, hey, this is actually pretty fun. He wanted to know more information about how you can get started.
Wow.
With the company. So I was like, it was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. And, it's a lot of fun. It makes it more fun. You get better results when you're having fun. I think somebody mentioned that earlier.
Absolutely. When you get some results, it's even more fun. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
so it's been a fun time.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing, Liz, and great work on taking action and having faith. Because I know when you put up flyers, sometimes you're like, I have no idea if anyone's even going to call. I have no idea if anyone's going to work. Sometimes. But when you have faith, then things happen. And you demonstrate that faith by taking action. So congratulations, and thanks for being a great example for our team of faith.
Oh, thanks, Jared. Yeah. Thank you and Crystal for putting up this call.
Yes, you're very welcome. All right, Karen Stewart in Utah, we just sent you an audio pin. It's #75#. If you can enter #75#, we would love to hear from you on the call, but you have to enter that to unmute yourself. In the meantime, I want to hear from Alonda Martin, since this was her first webinar. Go ahead and unmute Alonda, please. Alonda, are you there? You have to unmute yourself, Alonda. Alonda, you have to unmute yourself. She might have stepped away from the webinar. Oh, there she is.
I'm here.
All right. So, Alonda, what was the highlight for you on tonight's webinar?
Just hearing the different stories, everyone's different approach on how they market their business and, how they want to continue to grow their business. I think having a different story, because everyone had a different angle. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoyed that.
What was your favorite news story?
I guess the couple that lives in Colorado.
Yeah.
I think I like their store approach because they're like, okay, I don't want to pay for my products, so
Right.
you know they were really on top of it, so they had to really stay on top of their game and follow up with their customers and their clients. So that was a different approach for me because that's not something that I thought about. So yeah.
What do you mean something you thought about?
As far as like, you know, because you and I talked before as far as making like this a business, like I just was telling people my story, and that's how they were joining. But they were looking at it as, okay, I don't want to pay for my products, so I really have to make sure that I stay on top of, you know, enrolling new clients and really growing and developing their business.
Absolutely. So are you saying that's what you want to do now?
It's something I'm seriously thinking about.
Thinking about? Okay. Well, we'll chat some more about it because I know you're already in Czechville this week.
Woohoo!
So congratulations. And everybody, you're going to hear from Alonda next week because she's already at a $38 check, her first check this week. And if she hits past $50, she will have a promotion and she'll be recognized on next week's webinar. And I'm sure Alonda's going to make that happen. So we'll be watching, Alonda, and congratulations on a great start to your week already.
Thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome. All right, speaking of that couple in Colorado, Joshua and Dasha Union, baby, can you unmute them, please? What was the highlight for both of you tonight?
Honestly, just everything is a good highlight. I mean, Jared, we've talked about like the client form many times. We've gone over it, but I think it's really key to being able to stay on top of what's going on within your organization.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So for you, the highlight was the client sheet and seeing how, I guess, how I approach a reset client or a vitamin client, like a timeline.
Yeah, knowing what's going on and how to best, take care of them. Having dates in mind so they can maximize, the savings that presents itself by the initial order and things like that. I think it's kind of important when you break things down to somebody, and really spend that quality time so they understand how to work their account.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you said it on the head, quality time. When you spend that quality time with them, that means you didn't just sign them up and ignore them. You spent that time with them.
And they appreciate that.
Yeah, they appreciate that for sure. And plus, you buy them freaking little gifts and thank you cards and all that, and it's like no service they've ever gotten in their life.
Exactly. You make them feel special, they stay with you for life.
Yep, absolutely. Well, thanks for sharing, Joshua. And Dasha, did you have anything that was a highlight for you?
No, I think y'all covered it in your conversation back and forth.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, you're doing a phenomenal job, Dasha, especially with all those long-distance contacts, man. You have clients all over the world.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for inspiring Alonda. Y'all aspiring Alonda now to make $300-400 a month. That's going to help a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
And hey, Alonda, Joshua Union and Dasha is going to be in San Antonio in July, so maybe we can have an awesome mixer with them when they get here.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Yep.
All right. Priscilla Ramirez. Is Priscilla on, or did we lose Priscilla? We lost Priscilla? Okay. Karen and Stewart hasn't been able to respond. I want to go to Diana Holderness in Payson, Utah. Diana, we just unmuted you. What was the highlight for you?
Yes, hi.
Yes.
I liked it. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I actually liked everything. I really liked how you went over the client retention form.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it's very important to do, and so as you were talking, I actually pulled one out and, really looked at it, and I think that's a really good thing to do. I also liked how, I forgot her name, the lady that did the 600
Flyers?
flyers. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear what everybody does. It kind of gives us all, different ideas and ways to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
And gosh, you could do a little bit of everything and, really work your business. So I'm excited. I always get on the webinars and find something that I want to do this next week. So It was a good webinar.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you for sharing, and I'm glad that you got a lot out of the client sheet because I know you're going to be signing up a lot of clients. And
Absolutely.
yeah, you know, that sheet's going to help you keep them.
Awesome. Thank you,
All right,
Jared.
and this will be turned into a video so you can refer back to it once you have that new client.
Nice.
Yes. All right. Thanks, Diana. We have
Thank you.
we have Priscilla Ramirez back. Priscilla, we're going to try and do this again with you. Hopefully your internet is working. Are you there, Priscilla?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, awesome.
Where are you?
I'm actually on my way to the store.
So you're driving.
Yes.
Hey, man, that's commitment right there. Sorry to call you out on the webinar and everyone can hear you.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But you know, you stay committed through all the challenges. So will you just, for a minute, just be a little vulnerable with us, Priscilla, because I know you've had a rough week, yet you still managed to be on the reports. Yes. Tell us what's been going on with you this week.
Well, I've had 3 sick kiddos, and as a matter of fact, last night I was at the ER till 3 o'clock in the morning. I've had maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours of sleep. Managed to go to the gym to relieve some stress, and I'm here on the webinar because a lot of these stories give me encouragement to keep trying and not to give up.
Yeah.
Because you know, there are going to be a lot of obstacles, but I mean, eventually I'm going to overcome them because I want to become successful in Asana.
Yep, absolutely you are. Well, and you know, I just got to say that you're still on the webinar. I've been trying to talk to you all week long, and you know, you still managed to get your auto order done. You still managed to take care of business with 3 sick kids. You have an hour of sleep, and you know, you are still number 14 in the United States of top associate enrollers on the research report. And that's why I went back and tried to pull this picture up of you and your husband Robert, just because it's very encouraging, and everybody listening on the call can say, well, I don't have no excuses. If Priscilla's able to do this and deal with 3 kids and going through, you know, going to the ER and all the challenges, and she's still able to be on these reports, you know, that's like, wow, I better get busy. So thank you, Priscilla, for sharing.
It's really challenging, but I'm doing it.
You're doing a great job, and you really inspire us, so keep up the great work. What was the highlight for you on the webinar tonight?
I really liked where they to enroll. I think she said, was it 20 clients in 30 days? Mm-hmm. Like, I really want to watch the video.
Yep.
That's going to give me more encouragement.
Absolutely. That'll be a great DMO for you, for sure.
Yeah.
And did you get the link?
Yes, I did.
You get the link? Okay. It was 20 and 30.1.body.info for anybody who didn't get the link. I'll go back and throw that up there right now. Thank you for sharing, Priscilla. We're looking forward to seeing you on
Thank you, Jared.
at Renee's house, Renee and Megan's.
All
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so next I want to talk to Renee and Megan Martinez. Renee and Megan, what were the highlights for you on the webinar?
Can you hear me, Jared?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, perfect. Just basically keeping up with all of this and making sure it's all in order, and making sure where your clients are at. It's really important because the points do count, so you need to know where your clients are and make sure everything's in order and where it should be.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're the master at that, Megan. You follow up with your clients.
Oh, Jared, you give me way too much credit.
Well, I know that also. Can you share with everybody, because you're raising an infant. I don't think most people know that. You have 3 kids. We hear Samson.
Yeah, can you?
and can you just share with people on this call, like, how do you do it?
Well, I pray a lot.
Good.
I just, I really, it's tough. It's tough being a mom of 3 and Renee gone a week at a time. Sometimes my house is a mess and sometimes my dishes are piled up, but I have to just set, a couple of, maybe an hour aside or something, and just focus on this. Like when we have our phone calls on Wednesdays, that's my time just to really focus and do what I need to do. And, the older ones are at school, during the day, so it's just me and Sam. But it's difficult. It's really difficult, and sometimes to the point where I want to pull my hair out. But, just to keep knowing that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I know with all of my hard work that this is going to pay off. I know it is.
Absolutely.
And if I just stay focused and I keep my eyes forward, I can see, I can see the end. I can see the light.
Absolutely, you can, and I know you and Renee, you guys as a family consume a lot of products because you're buying USANA products for 5 people. Yet.
Oh heck yeah! But it's like after you've taken them for a month, you're like, oh my gosh, I need my product. And then we were without it for like a week.
Yeah.
And I was going nuts. It's like, where's my product? And then it's like that instant relief once you drink them, and then once they're they're down in your stomach, it's like, oh my gosh, that feels so much better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's and I know it's gonna benefit me in the long run. It's gonna benefit Renee, and it's gonna benefit my kids in the long run also.
Absolutely, absolutely it is. And I can tell you, just with the USANA checks you've made, you're dang near like breaking even with all the products you're buying and the checks you're making. I mean, not quite, but still, I mean, at least over 50% off.
Oh yeah, totally. And I know that. I'm gonna have some more time on my hands now. So we are definitely gonna work. I can focus more on this business, and I can just really stay focused and build up my numbers and build up my points and even my clientele. So
Absolutely.
That's what we're gonna strive for.
Yep, that's right. You're doing a great job. Well, I'll be talking to you Wednesday for our account overview meeting with you. And I just want to, yes, and I want to recommend everybody who's listening, find somebody to be your buddy. Find someone to say, hey, let's meet and talk about our businesses for this week. And I do that with certain key individuals that I'm working with. I can't do it with everybody, but if you're working with someone right now that has started you off in USANA, call them and say, hey, I want to do a powwow every week, and let's talk about the next steps and strategize and review the client sheets and the associate sheets, because that's really one of the keys to building a great business.
Yeah, and Jared, I just want to add to that it's almost like having like a workout partner. It keeps you accountable, and when you're not ready to, when you're ready to say, you know what, I think I'll do it another day. You know what I mean? Then that's when that other person steps in and says, hey, you know what, let's do this today and knock this out, and we can get it over with.
Right.
I like the partner thing that you just said, because then that way you can keep each other accountable, but also you're growing at the same time. So I think that's a good thing too.
Yep, and I honestly, I'll say this, I need a partner. I need someone to meet with to talk about my USANA clients and go through my USANA sheet. And I don't have one, but maybe Crystal. She's here on the phone.
Hi, Crystal.
Did you hear?
I heard her, yeah. I don't think
You can say hi through mine.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I'm not on the...
She's been here the whole time. She's been here the whole time. So, thank you, Megan. Renee, did you have any highlights you wanted to share?
He's coming. Hang on.
Okay.
No, not really.
Okay.
Megan pretty much covered it all. I've been chasing Samson around the house.
Okay, all good, all good. Well, I'm excited for our mixer on Wednesday.
Oh
Yes, me
yeah,
too.
that's going to be awesome.
All right, thanks.
We just had a couple people confirm while we were going through the webinar that they were going to come.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I got to get on my list too. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jared.
Carmen Gutierrez, our number 5 top client enrolled in the United States. What was the highlight for you?
Thank you. Oh, the highlight for me is that the training to keep every day, in and out, to learn constantly, to upgrade your skills every day. And that's basically my highlight, because I learned a lot with all of you guys, sharing your stories and your, you know, what you're doing every day. And to me, that's very important for my business to grow. So that was my highlight.
Awesome.
Excuse me. And
what was your favorite
basically
story?
that's it. My favorite story, mine. All of them are great. All of the stories are great. It's just, you know, I'm excited because about my story, because I guess I contribute to it.
You got some really great stories this week.
Yes, and I forgot to mention, after I finished, she was having problems with her thyroid, and she's free of that. So I'm like, you know, I'm still rejoicing and, you know, in her story, and I'm actually going to meet with her, you know, and do what you said, you know, to invite her and this and that. So that's actually great. It's, you know, she'll be able to contribute to help others as well.
Absolutely. You got it. You're totally poised now to give her the best service, to turn her into a lifetime client and possibly your next business partner.
Yes, exactly. That's true.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Carmen.
Yes, and to everybody, just to keep doing it. Just, you know, it's the best way to just do it. I mean, that small video at the U Challenge really, it was like a switch for me. And, you know, I watch it, if not every day, almost every other day, and it's very motivational. So to just do it,
yeah,
you know?
Challenge you. Just do it.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Carmen.
You're welcome.
All right, and lastly, Becky Armstrong. Let's see if you can unmute yourself again. Crystal's going to send you the audio pin. It's still the same. What was it? Pound what? Pound 63 pound. Rebecca Armstrong, are you able to unmute yourself? I don't know, but I'm going to talk to you after, Becky, and see how you did it in the first place, because, man, it was awesome you were able to unmute yourself. Got to figure that out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the call, end the webinar. So, baby, what I'd like you to do is unmute everybody. Right-click, unmute everybody. You can't. You have to do it individually for some reason. It's weird. You just have to right-click, unmute each person. So we'd like to end our webinar by everybody saying good night and God bless, and we'll see you on next week's webinar. So everybody go ahead and just say good night and God bless.
Good night, 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 God bless. Good night and God bless.
Good night, God bless. Oh, Becky, you got on. Great. Just the time to say good night and God bless.
Good night. God bless you, Jerry and Crystal.
Thank you, Carmen. God bless.
This is Karen. Can you hear me?
Karen, oh my gosh, you unmuted yourself. How did you do it?
Hey,
well,
Karen.
you know what? Hi, Diana. I wonder if I pushed the wrong number, because I was following what it said on the screen. Did you say 63?
Well, we have a little thing that when we right-click, it was #75#. But what did you see?
Yeah, I did that. Okay, so it must have been something you did then that made it work this time.
Well, no.
Because I have like 10 #75 #75 across the screen on my phone, and it never would unmute.
So, I don't. Let's see. Let's play around with this while we're. Yeah. Let me stop the recording. Hold on.